In a week spent celebrating the Manawahine in Aotearoa for International Women's Day, all eyes are on Sky's Super Rugby Aupiki to deliver on an inspirational competition for the next generation. The Hurricanes Poua have journeyed down to Otautahi, Christchurch, in search of their first win of the season against a black fern-laden Matatu outfit. Tēnā koutou katoa, welcome into Sky's coverage of Super Rugby Aupiki. I'm Taylor Johnson, joining us sideline is Black Fern 7 superstar Michaela Brake and former Black Fern Christina Sue. Let's take a look at the visiting side today who have come down here to challenge Matatu. Head coach Fosi Funati has rung in the changes. Angel Mulu is the sole survivor in the front row but moves from loose head to tight head. Nano Tauvake returns to Super Rugby after a 2-year hiatus, and it's a debut for former Black Fern Thorn Birkin at hooker. Jonan Wu is elevated to the starting team with usual captain Jackie Patia Ferretti providing impact from the bench. And it's an unchanged loose forward trio, but this week Leila Say holds the captain's armband. Big blow, Eritana Hohaia ruled out just before the game, so big opportunity for Paige Last to step up alongside Samoan international Siatanga. Tangoai holds firm at 12 with Hakiwai shifting in from the wing to centre, and Ferguson the only change in the back three. To the bench, a debut in waiting for Radine Blake and Gaffer and Kotai make their first appearance for 2025. Christina Sue, it is now time to talk us through the Matatu team.
Tēnā koe, Taylor, no mau hoki mai te week. Well, head coach Whitney Hanson has opted for consistency in their starting lineup, an unchanged 23, however one change to the starting team. Marcel Parks starts at prop, supported by Ponsonby and Rule. Bayfield and Bremner are in the engine room. The loose forwards trio, skipper Lana Bremner, Jenkins at open side, and the dangerous threat of Kaipo Olsen-Baker at number 8. An exciting backline made up of the game drivers, Blackfern's Maya Joseph and Hannah King, with Brooker and Duplessis in the midfield pairing. The wingers today are sister duo Lycon and Palamorp, with Napier rounding out the outside backs. Impact today is Hayward, Palu, Dermody, Solomona McCook, Whaofusuinga and Keely Simpson. Now let's head to sideline with Michaela Brake, who will update us on weather conditions. Kia ora, Mini.
Tēnā koe, Christina. Kia ora e te iwi. It is a scorcher of a day in Otautahi, Christchurch at Apollo Project Stadium. She is sunny, she is hot. It may say 18 degrees, but it feels like 25. There is a little bit of a wind down here in the stadium that could pick up in the second half and affect the game plan, but I'm really excited for what's going to be an incredible battle today.
Thank you, Michaela. We look forward to your input throughout the game and your Super Rugby Aupiki debut on the sideline. Well, the Hurricanes Poua have had 3 wins against Matatu and 1 loss in their history, and a very heavy loss against the Blues last week at home at Sky Stadium. It was a slick Blues outfit, and unfortunately this Hurricanes Poua team spent most of the game on defence, and we didn't really get to see their attacking prowess, but there was one player who stood out in a team that had 50 points put on them. That is none other than Eleanor Plum-King. She leads the competition in defenders beaten. You know how many great wingers and backs we have in this competition. She had 149 carry metres. That is second only to Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe. And Christina Sue, you have coached this young girl at school. You know a lot about her. She is special.
Oh, she certainly is. And what she's doing is playing with consistency. She had a standout season last year for the Hurricanes, and she's repeated it in the opening round. So it'll be interesting to see if she can maintain that form today.
Just 24 years old. So 21 years old, should I say, Eleanor Plum-King. And while the Matatu team, a great win over the Chiefs Manawa, in which was a scrappy game for their standards, 31-25 in the end. As we mentioned, they are absolutely laden with Black Ferns, but there is one youngster, Hannah King, 21 years old, 6 games for the Poua in 2024, so she knows her opposition very well today. Shifted down south to link up with none other than Maya Joseph, her Black Fern pairing. She will be a real standout today. The stage has been set and the challenge laid out by Matatu, sporting a purple uniform today. The Hurricanes Poua in their traditional bright yellow. Last time these two teams met was the Matatu team who got the win 37-17. Referee for today, Warwick Lemur, assisted by Mike Winter and Dan Moore, and the TMO is Aaron Patterson.
Just wait, I'll tell you when. There's Alana. Lana.
Hurricanes will be kicking off from left to right. Matatu with the sun shining in their eyes in the first half. How much impact will that have in this game?
Good.
Underway here in Christchurch by the boot of Cassie Siatanga. And a good first up carry coming in from Olsen Baker. Immediately they go to the left, wanting to keep ball in hand. They don't kick as often as other teams, this Matatu side. Duplessis looks to shift it to the left-hand side. Brooker, ball in two hands, stands up her opposite, gets away from the first couple. Conning boots the ball to his Laikong. Cassie Siatanga fields it well. Gives the show and go, the right foot step. Cassie Siatanga injects herself into the game early. Gets the offload to Waterman. They're set up to the left-hand side and just unable to pull that one in as Tavake. So back in the hands of Matatu, but Cassie Siatanga showing how much of a threat she can be. And that one was out on the full. I'm not sure if the referee caught advantage over. He must have.
Yeah, well, Cassie Siatanga here showed her class. She's at Manusina International, that right foot, able to get that offload. She was in a really good defensive position too on the counter-attack as well. So good start from the Poua.
First line out throw for Fawn Birkin. It's accurate, but unable to be taken cleanly. Still on the side of the Poua. Got all their players out to the right-hand side. Tavake able to hold on to that one. Siatanga with the skip-out pass. Sturmy met in some solid contact. Lush clears, gets it to Mulu.
Come this way, yeah, keep coming. Good job.
Playing on the tight head side today. Siatanga again, another skip-out pass. Real intention to get wide today from the Hurricanes Poua. Tangawai able to free up her speedster, and Aisha Letienga. Pop pass back on the inside, doing well to keep the ball in play. Matatu trying to show them the sideline. Again, Letienga gets the leg drive going. Good for a couple more metres. Poua now approaching the 5-metre line. Strong run once more, this time from Tavake.
Release.
Had a couple of carries and it's been stripped away from Alana Bremner, the captain of Matatu. Not looking to kick it, wanting to run it out. Dangerous stuff from Matatu, but is it going to pay off? They get outside the 22. Out. They've lost the ball here. In fact, it's been knocked on from the Poua, but both teams showing some enterprising play early on.
And the continuity that they're being able to play with is impressive. Haki White there did well to get over the breakdown. No one was supporting. Nano Tavake, that was a strong carry, but Lana Bremner just showing her strength and able to rip that ball.
Balance and height, please.
The Hurricanes Poua, they're just looking like they're a little bit more confident than last week, a little bit more aggressive with their carries into contact. Angel Mulu, she's just able to get 3 or 4 players right on her and draw in some defenders. Matatu are looking like they've got a good spread set piece going off the scrum. They might be looking to push wide from here.
Bind! Sit! Hold! Ball's not in. Yeah.
Maya Joseph feeds the first scrum of the game and it holds steady for both teams. Duplessis puts in the kick, bounces just past the halfway mark. Waterman didn't judge that one well. Getting up in defence quickly was Palamo, and they've knocked that ball on, and that is a good chase coming in from the right winger.
A really good chase. And they always say your kick's only as good as your chaser, and she put pressure on Waterman there, who left it bounce a couple of times.
Over here. Come
that's
on,
outstanding start. It's going back to back, and possession between Poua You see a couple of
balance, good
bounces
height.
there,
Good balance,
and then
good height.
just in that carry,
Let's go.
lost.
Yeah, Amy Duplessis just showing
Set
her
up, please.
experience in the 15s game and being able to spot that space on the outside right in the back. Matatu bench, they loved that. They were up on their feet straight away, and it's only been 4 minutes.
Crouch. Bind.
Michaela Brake mentioned it's only been 4 minutes, but 4 handling errors already
Sit.
for this Hurricanes
Stay up.
Poua team. I'm going to tidy that one up quick. Another steady scrum as well. Joseph, backdoor play. Try and get Hannah King involved. The wraparound from Duplessis frees up the arm for the offload. Sprinting onto it, Palamo. She's got the pass away to Grace Booker, turning the ears back. And what a well-worked team try from Matatu, opening up the scoring account here in Christchurch.
Oh, that was a beautiful passage of play. Great teamwork. All came from that position off the kick.
Amy Duplessis wrapping around the corner, and then she's got numbers on the outside. Hurricanes all of a sudden looked like they'd lost 2 or 3 players with the amount of numbers that they had on the edge. And Grace Brooker, it's unfortunate that we're losing her to AFL, but when she's got ball in.
Hannah King was 100% off the tee last week, unable to convert the first try, but Grace Brooker, great acceleration onto that ball, but the work of that entire backline involved Christina.
Like Michaela Brake mentioned before, they were just all in motion, all in support. They had the numbers. Hurricanes' defence was depleted on that outside, and they were just able to finish.
Another restart by Siatanga, puts it high, makes it contestable.
Play.
And yet again fielded by Olsen Baker. Getting stopped in her tracks initially was Amy Rule, but eventually fights for a couple more yards. Really trying to attack that breakdown. The Hurricanes Poua, they had 5 breakdown turnovers last week. Yushaleti Inga looked interested. Again, the defense is up to the task.
Yeah.
Joseph looks left and right, decides to go right. Line
come
speed
from
was
onside,
excellent
ball was out.
from the Poua. Just catching them behind
No,
the advantage line this time.
Stay on. Half a step. Yeah. Use
Joseph.
it now. Yeah.
Tess Blackfern
No.
looks for the
Good
box
stuff.
kick. Gets it nice and high. Not waiting for it were the Poua. Here goes Waterman accelerating up through the middle.
No,
Took
you
the
lost
direct
that.
route.
Ball's out.
Now in the hands of Jonah Nunn, who were on the bench last week. Decided to give her the start was Pusifunati. Big carry once more from the Poua. Line speed's excellent on that right-hand
Advantage.
side for Matatu, and they've knocked the ball on yet again.
Right, 2.
The Hurricanes Poua,
You not good.
both teams really smothering defensively.
And that's what it is. They're organised on defence. They're setting, they're waiting for the trigger, which is when the halfback lifts the ball, and they're shooting out of the line. That was a great read from
Let's go
Kaipor.
now.
Knew
Set
that
up,
the ball
please.
was going out the back
Let's start setting
and
up.
forced that error.
Stay up. Stay up. Yeah. Stay at 8.
A lot of chat in the scrum. Joseph clears, gets it again to Brooker, who has stood at first receiver for most of the scrums I've seen, and unfortunately that has just been overcooked, and they will come all the way back for a line-out feed to the Poua.
Whitney Hanson there, and Blair Baxter, coaches. Probably not a bad option from Grace Booker. She has the distance, but it was only half a metre outside. It gives the Poua here an opportunity to launch from this line-out.
Von Birkin,
Play on,
accurate
back up now,
again.
we've got to knock on.
Juggles it on the ground. And Matatu, they've turned this ball over. So ball security, a bit of an issue for both teams at the moment. Putting the ball on the ground is Brooker, and steaming onto it is her winger, and here goes Kaya Nepia. That is absolute brilliance coming in from Matatu. Winnie Palamo collected the kick from Brooker, gives it to Nepia. Outstanding work from Matatu.
Oh, it just shows the variation of the game. They see the space. It was almost 50 metres out on the edge. The defence wasn't rushed. Lovely little grubber kick there from Brooker, but the chase there, the awareness of Nepia on the inside, the connection, They're showing their fitness, their pace, their skill set. Absolutely outstanding from Matatu.
What a brilliant try from Matatu. Grace Brooker to spot that space on the outside, knowing that she's got some speedsters on the edge, but the ability to be able to chuck that offload with being in contact and close to the sideline. Fair Laikong, that is absolutely impressive. For someone of her age, that is something that you see on international stage. Pat yourself on the back.
Sister in Winnie Palamo. Hannah King pushes this one wide again, so it is 10-0. Matatu all over the Hurricanes' Poua.
I don't know if you guys could see from up here, but the Matatu sub, they were jumping up and down. I would hate to see their GPS because I've just done some extra loading from all that celebrating of that try. It was just so impressive to see Kaya Nepia just step up and run into space like that with such confidence.
Poua down by 10. Just under 15 minutes gone in the first half.
Well, this way, yeah. That's 7. Use it.
Creeping forward with the Poua defence. Free lets it go. Sturmy works together with Tangawai.
Out 12.
Matatu are very good at getting past the gain line. 89% of their carries go over the gain line, which is impressive. Brooker again, she's loving the use of her boot today. Waterman has to really come from the other side of the field. Does well this time. Brooker has such a knack for spotting space. Again, driven backwards. Matatu very physical in this game.
Oh, no. You're right. Well.
Sam Taylor
Hold it,
looking for an exit here. Siatanga
Hold.
puts it high, doesn't get much distance. Joseph standing in right underneath
Offside.
it. They've got the advantage too. They were offside under the 10-metre rule.
Keep it, man.
With the Hurricanes trying to get the ball into the middle of the park. Duplessis straight in, pops the pass over the top to Bayfield, but she can't reel that ball in, and they'll come back for the penalty advantage from the kick.
12.
And at the moment, all the momentum just with
In
Matatu.
front of the kicker.
They're looking good on both sides of the ball, aren't they? The defence is organised. That repetitive efforts that they put in, they go in pairs with the defence, and they're showing that variation on attack as well, finding the space behind, putting pressure on Waterman. Great start. Now let's see how they go off their line-out. Currently, Matatu are at 73%.
They've got Winnie Palamo right in the back and behind Hannah King at the moment. She hasn't really been involved too much, so she might be plugged into this line-out move now.
They look to maul the ball first. Coming in through the middle is Jonah Ngan. She's very good at this defensively. She might have the ball wrapped up here. They're told to use it. It's been brought to ground, and penalty. I thought Manwu had come through the middle here.
Number 6. You can't pull that down. Even though it's a ball, you still can't pull it down.
Heard it there, Sturmy pulling it down. It was unfortunate because Jonah had done a wonderful job of stopping that maul.
Hold. Wait for the tap.
Matatu electing to go for a tap move here. Never mind set piece. Joseph gets it to Olsen. Baker winds up and ricochets off the attempted tackle of Tabake.
Out.
Joseph again gets it to Jenkins. Wraparound play, trying to manipulate the defence. It's working for them. 5 metres short. Hannah King. Joseph, quick hands. Can they get one more pass out? Cannot do it, but Bremner is there just to steady the ship. Joseph to Duplessis, scored 2 tries last week.
Yellow. Yeah.
They'll continue to the right-hand side. Jenkins. Good defence coming in from the front rowers of the Poua. Just trying to chip away at this defence from the Hurricanes. Calling in the troops here, looks for a pick and go. Olsen Baker has Bremner behind her. Strong defensive effort from Sturmy, still powering the legs over there, over the line, but this may be held up. After all of that, they're held up over the line, but that is good defensive work from the Hurricanes without causing any infringements.
Yeah, that's on Kahurangi Sturmey as well. She went high on the ball on Kaipua Olsen-Baker. She's a powerful runner, but as you see here, all of those Hurricanes players, desperation. That's a try-saving tackle there when the momentum was all in favour of Matatu.
Restart goes just past the 22-metre line. In the hands of Hannah King against her old team. Does well to go in the middle of two defenders, but spills that ball forward.
Can't tackle off the ball. You can't tackle off
the ball here. So that's an unfortunate error from the Hurricanes. It would have been their ball anyway.
She had the right idea, Kahurangi Sturmey. She saw that offload coming. It was just the timing that was off. They've opted to take a scrum.
You've got to wait for her to catch it first, okay? And then that one
playing with that continuity. Hannah King has all the time playing with the ball in two hands, but Kahurangi there, she read the offload, just the timing was off. And now they get a midfield scrum, Matatu. If we look at their setup, they've got two players in behind with King and Napier, the fullback, two out the left and right, so they've got options galore. Whether or not they use Kaipua Olsen-Baker, the Blackburn, as an 8-9 carry, wouldn't be surprised.
Bind! Sit! Use it now.
Scrum steady as ever here is that 8-9 play you were talking about. Good fake line being run by Duplessis. Angling back on the inside is Palamo. Well, they were denied just moments ago, but a set-piece strike move executed to perfection, and Matatu get their third.
Oh, that was a brilliant finish from Winnie Palamo. She had to go infield there. Didn't even look like a sidestep, so she had plenty to finish. But we saw there was only two defenders out there. You're going to have that numerical advantage with 8-9. And even though the timing on that unders ball was a little bit over, but look at Palamo. She just had to almost weave in the inside. And you'll probably know a little bit more about Michaela Brake about how wingers are able to finish.
Oh, absolutely. And when I see tries like that, it does make me get a little bit giggly, because wingers have got a very important role of striking into either maximal space or minimal space. She didn't have the right to really get through that gap, but with her speed and agility, she was able to stay on her feet. I can tell you now, the Matatu crowd was really getting up for that. The flags are flying high, but Winnie Palamo, that was definitely some incredible footwork from her. Matatu are lethal on the left, and they're ridiculous on the right at the moment. She didn't have the right to really get through that gap, but with her speed and agility, she was able to stay on her feet. I can tell you now, the Matatu crowd was really getting up for that. The flags are flying high.
Hannah King with her most difficult kick of the day. And as you'd have it, she gets it over, missed the two a bit closer.
Sit! Ball in, please.
Another big push coming in from Matatu. And Say has to clear it. She does well to get past the advantage line, but her teammates slow to arrive to secure that ball. Taylor in a tandem tackle. Getting slow ball out the back, allowing that defensive line for Matatu to set. Running on to this one, Napier. Brooker there with a good clean. Joseph to King. A little short pop pass to her front rower. And they've got the breakdown penalty. And who is it? None other than Eleanor Plum King.
Absolutely outstanding. Look at her. She looks absolutely spent with the amount of work that she's doing. It just shows any classy number 7, that is one of their core roles, is being able to jackal and force turnovers. And technically, she showed that she could do that then.
Oh, for her to back up her performance after their unfortunate loss against the Blues, she is just someone that the team are relying on a lot. Just a little bit of a notice, there's Angel Mulu, who's the tight head prop. She's stumbling a little bit. She's been in getting attention in back play as well. Got a bit of grimace on her face after that scrum, so that would be extremely unfortunate if the Hurricanes are to lose her.
It's overthrown there into the hands of Matatu, but the offload then into the hands of Tavake. Lush to Nanwu. Ball's available again. They'll continue to go right. Here's the right foot step coming in from Siatanga. She's so dangerous. Lacking runners off her shoulder. And then the pass out to Aisha Letienga. You don't want her to wind up and get her power going. Throw into the ground. Wrongly Polies gets back up. Still fighting.
Tackle release.
So hard to bring down as Aisha Letienga. Fuck it. She's been busy today. With her return to Super Rugby. Lush leaves the ball behind her. Olsen Baker with a good defensive tackle.
Stay.
And Amy Duplessis with a brilliant touch finder from inside her 22 and puts it past the halfway.
Again, it's that pressure from Matatu on defence. They scramble. Oh, Letienga, how good is she? Even that footwork there, but ball transfer. She is a Blackburn winger for a reason, and then the ability to let the ball go again. Powerful ball runner.
Just please start in, because we've got.
As you see here, though, they need to make sure that their line out is functioning. Like I said, it's 55% last week.
Oh, that one wasn't straight. You could see it was on the outside arm, so it's just mistake after mistake compounding for the Poua. From Birkin on debut. I had 2 tests for the Blackburn back in, I think, 2019.
Let's go, please. Let's sit up.
Well, Lucy Jenkins here just getting a little bit of attention. It could just be a little bit of a drink break for the forwards, because they've been doing a lot of work in the last 28 minutes of this game. But at the moment, I think they're just sticking to a little bit of width in their back play when it comes to scrums. They just have extreme power everywhere across the park. You could literally pass the ball to anyone, and you just have no idea who you're going to have to defend.
Ball pops out quickly at the back, and that does not go to hand, so they've lost some metres. Matatu Duplessis does well to tidy. Oh, King was over the ball again there. Warwick Lemur doesn't agree. No halfback, so Duplessis comes in to fill the role. Napier. Just tripping over there was Haki Wang. Napier weaving her way through. Absolutely no right to get through any of that defence. But she sliced and diced, swerved the hips, and Kaya Napier a bit of individual brilliance.
Wow, outstanding. Last week she was exceptional. Today she's just as good. Hannah King did well to take that on the line, but show and go, and Hakiwai was just a missed tackle there. She still had to get past Ferguson, Leila Sae, and that left foot step to finish. Outstanding, Kaya Napier.
That's just some individual brilliance there from Kaya Napier. The ability for her to stay on her feet, change the ball into hand to be able to fend off the players, and then be able to have the speed to finish off the try. There's something that is just absolutely individual there, and the fact that she had the confidence to be able to attack the line like that with the amount of yellow jerseys that she had in front of her is very impressive.
Hannah King extends the comprehensive lead for Matatu, 24 points to 0. Siatanga scrambling back, puts in the right foot step, accelerates, gets away from the first defender. Hurricanes Poua jersey just taking a while to get back. Starting to look a bit tired in this game are the Poua. Nanwu, standing side again. Very strong off the mark. Standing flat out to the left is Waterman.
No hands, thank you.
Matatu been contesting. At the breakdown, Olsen Baker throws Taylor to the ground. Getting that tip pass away, and again it's just into some more heavy contact for Birkin. Deciding to have a go herself on the left is Tavakia, running off the shoulder. This is better stuff. Plum King adding some more metres to her massive tally already. Continue to the left now. Letienga with the big right arm fan, and the swerve is the acceleration, and then another swerve to the left. Letienga finally finds her way to the white line. She is very tough when she gets to finish.
Oh, how good are these wingers in this game today? We're seeing it on both sides, Palamore, but Aishtetanga, I like that Waterman gave it to her early. That means just, the fend that she had on her opposite, but then spotting those gaps. We've seen it on both edges today. That was an outstanding individual try, I think, from Letianga. The power and the fend, absolutely outstanding.
Absolutely, Zoe, and the fact that she is that Blackburn's ultimate winger, the ability to be able to fend off whoever's in front of her and be able to just strike in any small space. But unfortunately at the moment, Matatu's hooker Georgia Ponsonby is getting some serious attention back here in the other half. Hurricanes Poua, she fell down extremely awkwardly in the ruck before, and she's getting up at the moment. She's doing some squats, so she's looking okay at the moment.
Did look like a weird twist when she went down. Siatanga accurate off the boot, so they chip away at that big lead for Matatu. 24 points to 7, and could this be the turnaround they need?
Georgia Ponsonby is slowly walking back to her team, so a little bit of a roll ankle, but she's one of the tough ones of the team, being that Blackburn's hooker. I think there's going to be a lot more that she'll need to face for her to get off this field.
Can see on the clean, just got her leg twisted there.
Backwards!
But we're back underway. First kickoff for Matatu, and it's allowed to bounce behind Sturmey. Couldn't catch it on the full. Lush smartly did what halfbacks do. Christina Sue, that is your area of expertise.
Yeah, it was clever from Paige Lush. She knew that the defender was trying to get back into the running line. Laura Bayfield there, and she just passes it into it. Gives them a bit of a breather, this Poua side, and Tiatanga will be able to get some purchase and kick the ball upfield, and hopefully they can get an organised line-out sort of launch move sorted.
If the Poua can turn this possession into points, it just gives them a little bit of extra confidence going into half-time after that incredible individual try by Aisha Letianga. By putting a little bit more points on the scoreboard, it just puts a little bit more pressure on Matatu going into that second half. So let's hope that we can turn this line-out move. They've got a bit of a stacked early passage with Layla Sae there. I think she's going to carry in a moment.
They find Tangawai. Sae with a great clean, just driving off the arriving defenders ball. Matatu Tavake has been very busy in the opening 40. 1-2 cyclone drop. Heavy collision. Grace Brooker equally on good in defence as she is on attack. Ball is slow to come out for the Hurricanes, and it has been something that has been part of their game at the moment, just really missing the presence and speed of Hohaya.
No, you're not on the ball, leave it now.
Lush to Tavake. Deciding to put boot to ball with Siatanga. Allows it to bounce. Letianga gave chase. So they just want to try and force a turnover here and get themselves on the right end of the field.
Yeah, and they'll have to get up in this line out and defend it. Siatanga had to result to a kick there because they just had no options on attack. Matatu's defence is organised. They've got negative game line, but they need to get up and contest this.
Executed brilliantly. Bremner in tandem with Ponsonby, and that ball has drifted half a mile forward. It was on its way to Nelson, so we will come back for a scrum and an opportunity here for the Hurricanes.
I love the courage to be able to give that offload, but yeah, probably play netball again and it went a bit forward. And it was Tip Peafy, it was really good pressure as well from Taylor Ferguson. So she's had a good game so far at Palamore, and the work that she's doing from that right edge to get right around in the open field is impressive. Couldn't quite execute that offload.
I mean, if she pulled off that offload, that's just an extra tool to her toolbox. When she's got ball in hand, you have no idea if she's going to run or go into contact or give an offload. So maybe she can work on that at home.
Joseph clears to King. Thought about the pass, then decided for the kick towards the left and turning around the Hurricanes. Poua Ferguson having to track well back inside her 22. Lai Kong is there, does well in defence as well, aided by Brooker. This Matatu team absolutely relentless. The Poua just in 6s and 7s at the moment, being driven back again by Bremner. Siatanga having to clear from all the way back inside the 22 in front of the try line. When you think about where that scrum was to where they are now, incredible work from Matatu.
It's their kick strategy. Outstanding from Hannah King to see the space. She looks like she's parking up to kick right, but can change it last minute. And then the chase as well is equally effective. Very good from Matatu.
Overthrow and not straight as well, so it will be a free kick to the Hurricanes.
Let's go.
Hurricanes now have the opportunity to be able to attack deep from their 22. They've got Aisha Litianga really spread out to the other side of the field with their first 5 and second 5. Monica Tangawai, she is dangerous with ball in hand. If they can get their ball into the powerful carriers, then hopefully they can get some good go-forward momentum.
Another big push, and so she's really had to track back and work hard to fight to keep possession. Siatanga again, she'll want to get a little bit more distance on this. She sacrificed distance for getting it out or not, and unfortunately it stayed in. Joseph wasn't past the Lycon, driven back. Trying to get that pass away into the middle of the field. Duplessis just straightens. They were going a bit sideways. Another burst from Duplessis. The hooter here at the ground sounds. Bremner, quick hands. Olsen Baker couldn't find Lucy Jenkins' hands, and that is it for the first half. Comprehensive effort coming in from the home team. Hurricanes Poua still in touch, but it is the home side leading 24 points to 7. Don't go anywhere. We'll have all the analysis after this. mai hokima, welcome back. It is the Matatu team leading 24 points to 7. Let's go down now to Michaela Brake, who is with Hayden Triggs from the Poua and Blair Baxter from Matatu.
Bit of a rough start for your team for the first half. What's going to be the big focuses going into the second half?
Sort our set piece out. We need to get our ball to attack. Matatu are punishing our mistakes. So key thing is win the ball and get a bit more structure.
When you do have ball in hand, you do actually look quite dangerous. Is that a message that you're going to send to the team going into the second half as well?
Massively. We have to earn the right to go wide. We just can't keep giving our backs just crappy ball on the back foot. So we're really trying to pump confidence into our girls that when we do earn it, we look good, yeah.
All the best. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Strong first 40 by your team. What are you most impressed with?
We were really impressed with the adjustments we made through the week, and we really wanted to come out today and put on performance, so use the ball, and I think we've done well in that first half.
There's obviously going to be some changes going into the second half, so what's going to be your messages to the bench as they come in to try and continue this momentum?
Yeah, great question. We're a 23-person squad, so they know their role. It should be really clear how they can add value to the team, and I'd like to think we'll be able to continue on with our physical approach to this game.
All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The thoughts of both assistant coaches ahead of the second half. No changes at present for either side. It is Matatu to kick off. This time the Poua have the wind behind them, are looking into the sun, and straight away it's an error from Matatu. So a scrum feed for the Poua, but that has been under a lot of pressure, Christina.
Yeah, it has, and you heard Hayden Triggs, the assistant coach, talk about set piece accuracy is really important. The Poua have 10 handling errors, unforced errors, so when they do have ball in play, they look good. But now they have to obviously have a strong set piece here, scrum, and be able to capitalise on the position that they do have.
Bind! Sit!
Bit of pressure coming in from Matatu, but Lush is able to clear. It's a set piece strike move for Ferguson. Gets a good couple of metres. This time it's better ball at the back of the ruck. Siatanga gets on the outside, tries to free up the arm for an offload. The defence is there. Letienga tried to snipe around the ruck. Tangawai, great flat ball for King. Tavake. Again, just wanting to pick and go. They've defaulted to what they're good at. Nanwu. Bremner told to leave. Tavake plays half. They go a bit deeper through their back line. Ferguson, again, look to get that ball back to Haki White. Out on the edges, Vaughan Birkin. Still in the same area of the field are the Hurricanes Poua. Trying to find some space, miss pass for Say. Gets a couple of metres past that advantage line. They'll continue to the left-hand side, skip pass to Waterman, tries to pirouette out of the tackle, unable to do so. Defence from Matatu is strong, still stuck around this 10-metre line. Still inside their own half. This time they look to the boot. Siatanga turning around. Palamo. Nepia surveying her options. Create some space out wide. Here's that offload from Palamo to Grace Brooker. Accelerating. Gets back to her feet, not held. Palamo plays half. King. Olsen Baker, good. Hands being shown by Matatu. Another pop pass from Bayfield to Jenkins, and the ability to go from right to left from this Matatu team, from one edge to the other, is poetry in motion. Jenkins, another carry. Look at the metres that this team have got by spreading the ball. Olsen Baker on the angled run. Fighting and fighting, getting closer, just shy of that 5-metre line. Matatu have come to play out of the sheds. Ball hits the deck, bounces up into the arms of Brooker. They'll continue to the right-hand side, really spreading this Hurricanes Poua defence thin.
Come back here.
Options left and right. Joseph decides to go to the left. Wide pass out, steaming onto it. Olsen Baker, and she's knocked that ball on.
It's a little knock on there.
but the effort from this Matatu team, impressive.
Oh, very impressive. You spoke about them going left to right. They show promise, they show patience, they're calm, they're collected, and they're very good on defence. And here we're seeing these netball skills. She is a former netballer, a track athlete, Palamore, and they're playing with that real offload game, keeping the ball alive, expansive play, Matatu. But in that instance, Kaipo Olsen-Baker with the handling error.
Yeah, Palamore must have heard my commentating before and heard that she needed to work on that offload, so she must have done it at half-time because that was absolutely brilliant. But amazing defence by Hurricanes Poua, just to be able to scramble back with 5 metres out from their try line to be able to cause Kaipo Olsen-Baker to knock it on. So hopefully they can turn this into some possession and points.
Scrum wheels, but it opens up for Say.
No, blue, purple, sorry.
Given the captain duties today, with Patia Ferretti coming from the bench, looking for Siatanga for an exit. It won't find touch. But Palamore couldn't take it quickly, and that is a great net gain for the Poua.
Oh, that's a very kick from the Samoan international, Kese Siatanga. His side was under a bit of pressure, and Leila Saia there. She did well to carry it at the back of the scrum, or base of the scrum. Couldn't quite collect it. She's having some game, Willie Palamore.
Let's go, balls there.
She only just recently celebrated her 21st birthday, so we've got to remember that she's still so young and still got so much more to give in the game of footy.
Only played rugby for 2 years as well. She is something special. Keep an eye out for her. Back in the hands of Matatu, though. A couple more errors creeping into the game. Good spot tackle coming in from Waterman. Read that brilliantly. Had to go backwards, Matatu, but still with possession and looking interested over that ball.
She's done well, then let it go.
Oh, the Poua, they didn't win it. Unfortunate for King. Again, trying to find some space, and big collision in the middle of the field. It's one apiece now. Kaipo Olsen-Baker, well, she ricocheted off one when she ran it straight. This time, she bounced the defender off it.
That's Angel Mulu on the ground getting treatment. It looked like a bit of a sting because that was some shot she put on. As you can see here, boom! But it goes back, it didn't quite make it stick.
Time's off.
Oh, and it did look as though it got her into the face there. Kaipo's shoulder, you don't see her go backwards, and she still had the balance to keep going. That's bravery and courage from Angel Mulu. Let's hope it's not serious in terms of a concussion or head injury, but it did look as though she took a shot to the face there.
When you got someone as strong and as powerful as Angel Mulu running at you, the power is going to ricochet somewhere, and it's gone backwards back onto her as well. But it does look like it's just a little bit of a shoulder sting. But Matatu, they've just come out firing again, and what I've really been impressed with is with their ball into contact, even though they've got 2 or 3 people around them, they're still driving the legs and just gaining that extra couple metres in behind the advantage line of Hurricanes Poua, which is making them have to go backwards to then go forwards again. So Matatu, they're looking extremely dangerous as always, but when you look at the amount of Black Ferns that they've got in their team, they've got around 180 Black Ferns caps compared to about 80 of the Hurricanes Poua. So at the end of the day, they've got loads of international experience and talent in their line that's able to express themselves on this field.
You're changing boots halfway through the game. Let's go. Yeah, set up now, she'll be there.
This Paige Lush there. I think you heard the referee, Warwick Lemert, say, hey, you're changing your boots halfway through. Paige Lush about to feed the scrum. See another split, 2 out the back. You've got Siatanga and Waterman directly behind the base of the scrum. See what the options are.
Steadier scrum from the Poua. They elect to go to the right-hand side, running that deep line with Siatanga. Held onto it, decided against the pass. Lush to the left, they creeped up offside on this side. And it's play on. Nanwu challenges the defensive line. They go back to the short side. They've got numbers out here if they can draw and pass. And the execution, again, just not on for the Poua. And King often doesn't make mistakes. In fact, that was Ferguson. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it was disappointing. Good static pass from Waterman, and the pass slightly forward there.
Matatu back on attack, and the speed of this game has been very high. Challenging down the right-hand side to Palamo. Siatanga struggles to contain her. All the way on this side is Laikong screaming for the turnover, not getting it. Matatu. Amy Rule.
Tackle now, release.
There's that good leg drive that Michaela Brake was talking about. 89% of the Matatu carries go over the game line, and in contrast, only 67% for the Poua. Does well to put that along the ground and make it difficult for Hanga King, but she is up to the task. Laikong again off her wing and into the middle of the field. Matatu all bunched towards the middle of the field. Now they're trying to find some space, and that one is tipped forward, and that's the defensive pressure coming in from Ferguson.
It's working well, the Poua defence, when they roll the dice and the outside shoot up. Because Matatu, I don't know if anyone else has noticed their, I guess what they call it, their pod structure on attack. They seem to give it at least 2 balls, ball carrier plus the tipped ball, and then they roll out the back. Now, Whitney Hanson is in charge of attack this year, so you can see her little variations that she's adding to the game. I think what they're doing also really well, Matatu, is the micro skills in cleaning out. The carries are good, and they're very physical in the clean out area.
Sit. Stay, hey, push back to 9.
If the Poua can register some points here, they'll be right back in this game. They go to the left-hand side, and it's another clean drop, this time from Tangawai. Grace Brooker, you don't want to give her any space. She has got that ball on a string at the moment. It's going to bounce up, but it is going to fall in the hands of Haki White.
Okay, we're outside. We're outside.
In the yellow jersey, slow to get back in behind and support. Told to use it. Anwar Plum King. First cab off the ring. And Lasaya driven backwards. Siatanga had no one to her left. Has to go alone. Waterman.
Hold, stay there. Yeah, you're on now.
What's boot to ball, but just goes straight into the bread basket of Laikong.
Watch the take. Don't. 15.
She puts the kick ahead too, and it is wonderful conditions for kicking, and that is a penalty. You cannot dive on someone who was on the ground.
It's too early.
Yeah, that was just timing there.
Bad timing.
I love seeing this kid being able to just show some variation to her game. She's great on the counter-attack. Was able to put a little chip and chase in there. It's just the timing, though, with Paige Lush falling on the ground there. Gives the Hurricanes a bit of a breather.
Both benches down here are starting to go up on their feet, so there will be some changes coming on. And as we speak, we've got Pip Love coming on
15 yellow subs
at tight head, who will be coming on for Marcel Parks. So a good 50 minutes for Marcel Parks, who's stepped up to that starting front row position from last week. So Pip Love, what an absolute experience that you just casually bring onto the field. 28 cap Blackfern, so she'll definitely bring some power into that front row.
Just wait, no, time's off.
We've also got Te Reo Orewa Gapa coming on
Come in,
for
please. Yellow, come in.
someone. She's coming on for someone.
Isabella Waterman.
That's the one. There we go. Isabella Waterman. She's on for Isabella Waterman.
Sturmy also takes a seat on the bench, and Oli Moa on for the Hurricanes Poua. Interesting change to take off Waterman. I thought she'd been playing well under the pressure. And that's a great kick. Getting them down the right end of the field. They just need to start turning this ball over to the Hurricanes Poua. Early jump. Yeah. An elementary error coming in from the Poua. Uncharacteristic from Georgia Ponsonby.
Move back 10, please.
27 test Blackford. Just a slight miscommunication. So prime opportunity here for the Poua.
Wait for the tap, please. Push back. Yeah, let's go.
10 minutes gone in the second half. No score either side. Running it straight was Nunwu. Onto that is Angel Mulu, seeming to have recovered from that shoulder injury beforehand. Layla Say running in on the angle, trying to drag her down as her Blackfern teammate and Jenkins. Strong carry from Say. And another drop ball, and it has really been the story of the day for both teams. And again, just an error for King. We're disappointed with that, but they'll try and turn this one over.
Oh, it's hurting them so badly, the Poua, just when they get momentum, just when they get field position. And territory, you see Nuku there coming on. Probably for Fawn Birkin, sorry.
Yeah, you're right there, so we've got a fresh hooker coming on.
Time's on.
Jamie Nuku, who's from Kia Toa, who you know well, very back home in Manawatu, and she will bring on some extreme power. She's one of the most accurate line-out throwers from FPC, Whareparma Cup last year, so hopefully she'll bring a little bit of accuracy to the line-out.
Very agile hooker as well.
Yeah.
Jamie Nuku.
Use it now.
The scrum is messy.
Advantage.
And they've given away the penalty advantage. Oli Moa just guilty of not listening to the referee there. Was told to use it, so thought she had rights to it.
Matatu now have an opportunity to get out of their half. They've got only 5 in the line out, 4 in the line out, sorry, so they've got numbers out wide.
Olsen Baker always good for a couple of metres in contact. Joseph to King. Brooker. Real threat in this game, Brooker. They've done well to contain her in the second half.
No, 12.
As mentioned, still no score in the second. Just a laboured run into
Tackle now, roll,
contact from Amy Rule.
Use it. No, oi, yellow, take a step.
Shaping up for the box kick here. Here's Maya Joseph. In fact, she gives it out. Decided against it. Panicking. Created the caterpillar ruck for nothing. Siatunga. Again, such a brilliant kicking strategy.
Backwards.
Hannah King couldn't take that one cleanly, but it went backwards. You heard Warwick Lemur. Joseph to Brooker. Brooker just looking at her options ahead of her, playing what's in front. You can hear the bench is getting very vocal for both teams.
Use it.
This is better defence and pressure coming in from the Poua in terms of line speed. Matatu just trying to run it out from their own half. The great hit. Mulu on Chelsea Bremner.
Ball is out.
Ball was out. Jonah Nanwu. Good awareness of the rules. And it's been stolen back again by Kaipo Olsen-Baker. In fact, it will be a knock-on somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's smarts from Jonah Nanwu, and she was listening well. She could see that the ball was out. Maya Joseph there, and she goes and tries to nab it, forcing the error. Very, very good from Poua.
Time's off. Set up, please.
We've got subs coming on at the moment for Poua as well. We've got Jackie Patia Ferretti coming on. 18 tests for the Black Ferns, so she brings a little bit of experience as well.
Time's on, let's go.
And Denise Ayolopotia from MAC Sports Club, she comes into loose head as well. She scored a brilliant try against the Blues last weekend in the 83rd minute when you would think that the Hurricanes were going to give up, but she was just absolutely incredible, playing like a bit of a winger and offloading. It was definitely one of my favourite tries of the Super Rugby Aupiki round 1, so she comes on for fresh legs in that front row.
Bringing on Patia Ferretti, very big. I hope her leadership will help bring this Poua team back into the game, a real stalwart of Wellington rugby. Looks like Harmony Kotai has come on to the field as well and replacing Taylor Ferguson. Her first appearance of 2025. She's right in behind this ruck. Ball has come out. Gapper, who used to play for the Matatu and knows these women very well, living in Christchurch. Nuku had nowhere to go. Lush to the right-hand side. Again, Lush comes left. Skip out pass. This is what they need just to try and find some space on the edge. Great work from Pip Love. Made the tackle, got to her feet, contested. Showing all her skills. Ball's available for Lush. Again, they're going backwards here, the Poua. Trying to find some space. Quick hands from Gappa. Tangawai driven back by her opposite and Brooker. Two talented Black Ferns. Pick and go from Letienga. All standing quite static at the moment. Mulu looking for some go through. Again, they just try and find a chink in the armour of this Matatu defence, but it is holding strong. King fighting to stay on her feet. And again, Lush throws it into her. And while the whole point of throwing them into it on purpose is to get the penalty, but Ward Lemur is not giving it. She was in an offside position. She gets the penalty eventually. Maya Joseph just getting a bit too excited and playing Lush. Mulu never shies away from the contact. Olsen Baker does well to win the breakdown steal, but they'll come back to this penalty advantage here.
Desperation.
Don't play the 9.
Yep, that was playing 9. Matatu, they've been disciplined too on the fence. They look organised, the structure, they got good line speed. Poua have nothing really to show for it. And if we analyse where they are getting gain line, it's through their pick and goes. But otherwise, they're almost going backwards, and that's a credit to Matatu's defence.
This will definitely give Poua a little bit more confidence, though, being on this side of the field. If they can keep ball in hand and just keep it real simple, they've set what looks to be a two-person. Oh, but they're on a go. They're on the go.
There's numbers there, but they won the ball anyway. There's a bit of confusion for both teams. But they've got a good attacking opportunity here. The Poua really started to string some nice phases together. If they can get some quick ball off the back of the ruck and have some people running onto it, probably get a little bit more change with each carry. Again, just slow, allowing the defence for Matatu to set.
Hold, stay there.
Going alone once more and driven backwards. As I mentioned, they're just allowing this Matatu team to defend. Like Michaela Brake and Christina Sue have said, if they go back to their bread and butter, they'll pick and go.
Ball's not out, wait.
Again, it's slow ball. The forwards not wanting to get it out to their backs. Stripping the ball away too was Bremner and Olsen Baker. And a wasted attacking set there for the Hurricanes Poua.
I just give credit to the defence of Matatu. I've been saying it time and time again how organised they are, but able to go on the ball, one around the legs, and then the second defender takes ball. Very effective.
Again. I need you in.
A little bit disorganised here from the Poua's line-out.
Go to the back and Bremner gets up there.
There's a contest.
And it's not straight.
The crowd definitely liked that one, if you can hear it from up here. The Matatu home crowd, they're just definitely up for them. And now they're cheering for one of their home people, Emma Dermody. She's coming on for Laura Bayfield. She's going to bring some power. She's 23 years old from Canterbury, so she understands what it means to be a part of a very experienced team. So she's going to bring a little bit more fire into that forward pack.
Crouch!
Dermody is the Women and Girls Game Development Manager for Canterbury, and they've had a 10% increase in participation since she has joined. From the deep south too is Dermody.
Thank you.
Great asset to bring on to the field. We're back into the game here. A little pop pass.
Not played it.
Doesn't work and almost intercepted there by Hakiwai. And again, just trying to get that pop pass away. There's a whole lot of offloads looking, and everyone willing to get that pass away. It's messy, but we're playing on.
12's offside anyway. You're offside. You're all right, but 12's offside.
Just another half a step. Monica Tangwai, she's been immense for the Poua in the midfield. Defence, he just was caught offside even though the ball was out.
Sub, yellow 3.
Got another sub coming on for Poua. We've got Nina Poletti. Fun fact about her, she's a new...
Brooker driven back. We've spent a lot of time down in this half. Bremner gets the head down and drives.
Thank you. She's in the way, so you can't do that.
Joseph having to fish the ball out. Told to use.
No.
Didn't use. Play on. Having to contest with the sun, a bit of miscommunication, but Siatanga does well.
Advantage. 17 in the side and not supporting your weight.
So again, the Hurricanes Poua will have an opportunity to attack. 18 minutes left in the game. They're well and truly not out of this. They need to be the next to score.
The Poua have been able to keep the Matatu scoreless over the last 12 minutes of this game, which should hope 22 minutes, actually, I should say, of this game. Mathematicals is not really that strong, but the ability for them to be able to just keep them out, keep them in their half, should boost their confidence a little bit. Now that they've got a line out, they need to get this right. Hopefully, Jamie Nuku can give them an accurate throw from here.
There's a whole lot of movement and a slow delay, and sometimes you need to go back to basics. Bremner picks it from the air like it was meant for her. Chelsea Bremner. And how's the footwork from Amy Duplessis, finally given an opportunity in the second half, doing brilliantly as Lai Kong to keep the ball in play. We haven't seen too much from this backline in the second half.
She's first, tackler. She's first. Leave it now, purple. No.
Hurricanes have stolen this ball too. They've been good at the breakdown. And it's just getting very messy there, probably needing to go to the whistle a bit earlier. They tap and go quickly. Letty Inga, she is fair. She wants to get going.
She's not on the ball.
Poua, what can they do? What can they conjure up in the last 16 minutes of this game? They've had plenty of possession and territory. Lush almost leaves it behind her. Gapper able to get through the staunch defence of Chelsea Bremner. Pop pass away to Mua. Going again to this left-hand side, and it's gone forward once more. They had plenty of numbers to the right-hand side, went the wrong way.
Oh, they'll be disappointed. The Poua, Paige Lush had lots of space in front of her as well. Matatu are not contesting at that breakdown. Oh, there are moments there that just not quite executing, even though it's been entertaining on both sides, both teams. See Denise there. Oh, Lopatea getting a bit of treatment.
We also had a sub come on. Paige Lush, she's done an incredible job. Starting at halfback and coming on is fairly sort of on a...
Time's off. Let's go. Yeah, no, let's just get you sitting out. As soon as she comes,
In the 20 jersey there, that's Radine Blake on
Radine Blake, my bad. Apologies.
It's all right, Minnie, I've got you back on that one. Though Mum will be celebrating Lorraine from Hawke's Bay. She's an outstanding Tui player, so she's got a pedigree and a special moment for her to be on debut and get to wear the yellow Hurricanes jersey. Might be able to spark something.
Well, Matatu head to Nelson next week to play the Blues. That'll be a mouth-watering battle. And Mana will face the Poua. We're still in the thick of this game here. 15 to go. No score in the second half. Half-time score was 24 points to 7. Joseph does well to turn this Poua team around. They had no one in behind. And get off me, Kotai says.
Ball's out.
Ball is squirted out. Radine Blake under a lot of pressure. The debutant, Taylor. She got through the gap. She just needed someone in front.
Use it.
So, again, their tip passes are on, but they just need that third runner. And they've lost the ball, and there's the work of Kaipo Olsen Baker, Blackfern number 8, Blackfern Player of the Year.
Right to the ball.
And you had dinner with her last night, Christina, and how's she finding the transition down here?
Oh, she loves it down here. She's very well supported
Scrum's called.
with Matatu, Whitney Hanson, Simon Kneebone as their coaches, and we know that she's a full-time Blackfern. Certainly very disciplined and her mindset's in the right place. It was lovely catching up with her, but Matatu, you see that there are numbers and that body positioning from Kaipo. She does that so well. So showing her effectiveness on both sides of the ball, what she can offer on defence, but also on attack.
You can see why she was awarded the Blackfern Player of the Year for last year. She's just incredible both sides of the ball, like you say, Sui, and she's just dangerous. Like, she just is played so maturely for someone who's such a young age.
That's you. No, 8. I need you
Christina,
in.
you coached her at high school, and I remember seeing her playing for Manukura, and she looked like a woman playing with little girls. You know, she was outstanding, and she still has that effect sometimes on the big stage.
Oh, she does. She's come a long way, Kaipo. Very proud of her. She's in the form of her life. She's made good decisions, and her mindset, her body's in the right shape at the moment. She's enjoying her rugby, and she's got the best support around her.
Bind. Sit. Use it now. Use it.
8-9 play to the right-hand side. Joseph in some space. Good cut-out ball. Here's that exciting play we like to see from the back line. The right foot step coming in from Pallamore, and Lucy Jenkins puts the icing on the cake, and a wonderful try. And another set-piece strike move. We love to see it.
Oh, that is going to go viral on the replay reels. Outstanding set piece, well organised, started with a strong scrum. That missed ball there, I don't even know if she looked, but the pick up, oh, that in and out step, that was like left ball, Siatanga in the dust there, but just shows the athleticism and the continuity and the support play from this Matatu. They're having a great day at the office.
Not only that, but it's the trust in your players to support you when you carry. Lucy Jenkins coming off the side of a scrum, that's what you want from your flanker. Running those short ball lines so they're not having to track too far, and being in support for that offload on the inside. Like you say, guys, that was a brilliant team try, and hopefully Hannah King can pull it off with an extra 2-pointer.
Well, it's taken us until the 68th minute to see the first try of the second half. It has been that much of an even contest. Hannah King can't add the extras, so 29 points to 7. The Matatu extend their lead.
What got the Hurricanes Poua on the back foot instantly was the movement laterally from Maya Joseph off the scrum, but still being able to stay close enough to her Kaipo Olsen Baker to then draw in their second defender against the Hurricanes Poua. So, in all honesty, it was just something that they do on the training field back home here. Just to pull it off like that, absolutely brilliant.
May have overcooked this one, they have, so we will come back to halfway, and it's just an error-laden game for the Hurricanes Poua. They've got some really great individuals in their team, don't they, Sui, but they just haven't been able to string it together.
You can't fault the heart and effort by individuals, and all of them are trying their best. It's just the handling error, all credit to the Matatu's defence and the pressure. They've been really organised. They've smothered them on defence, and they haven't really been able to get the go for it that they would have liked the Poua.
Bind. Sit.
Midfield scrum, they've gone 4 to the left, 2 to the right. They elect to come right. They've got the numbers. Joseph, well, that came off the side of her boot, and it will go back to where she kicked it from. A rare mistake from Joseph, because she's been very good today.
Yeah, it is a rare mistake. She has such a good skill set overall. At that moment, I would have probably liked to see her have a running game there and look to attack the line. She's key.
Matatu at the moment have 6 subs on their feet that are about to inject some freshness onto the field. So bear with me with these names.
Matatu bringing on their own bomb squad very soon. I can see 6 of them lining up next to Michaela. Good luck. And good luck to the Poua too to bring on that fresh energy. Blake has a go herself, gets it to Patia Ferretti in isolated. Ponsonby got over the ball, but the cleaners arrived. Skip out pass seems to be working for the Poua. Nuku. Taken to ground, then released the ball, got back to her feet, tries it for a second time, isn't going to work. Gapper. Shows and goes herself. Patia Ferretti never looked like passing that one.
You've lost you. Thank you. No, you've played the line.
Under a penalty advantage now here, the Hurricanes Poua. Layla Sayed drives forward, they've knocked it onto the comeback for that advantage. Blake wants to go quickly, she knows time is of the essence. Gets it out to Io Lupotia, who scored a great try last week against the Blues. Also a Manusina international with Siatanga. Letienga frees up Siatanga there, right foot step. Players slow to arrive for the Poua. Letienga again putting in a mountain of work. She had more carries than anyone else against the Blues last week, and you can see why for a winger. She is involved in everything she can be. King gets it to Gapper. Going up against many of her Canterbury Farah Cup teammates, but it's been stripped. It's not a knock on, it's been stripped. So the Poua trying to fight for this ball back.
Take half a step. Yeah, stay there. Yeah. Use it, please.
Well, very much inside their in goal.
Hey.
Bremner with a carry.
Stay there, 20. Don't move. Yeah.
No one competing
Use
for the Poua.
it.
And again, they're going to try run it, not looking for the kick.
No, you haven't. Yeah. Hey,
Ponsonby.
Take half a step. No, leave it now. Use it.
Playing with fire here on Matatu. Still another carry. Just 5 metres from their line. Not looking to kick just yet. They might do so here. Joseph with her own exit. Hasn't found too much distance, so this will be another opportunity for the Poua.
But how good, it's off her left foot, and she shows that she can kick off both feet. And Siatanga, that right foot step, she's been good today for the Poua. There's nothing, she's tried to create something. But here's the bomb squad coming on.
Here come the bomb squad. Here we go. We've got Jet Hayward coming on for Georgia Ponsonby. Incredible half from her. We've got Alice Doyle coming on for Amy Rule. We have Fialika Solomona coming on for Kaipo Olsen Baker. We also have Kelson McCook coming on for Maya Joseph. We then also have Charlotte Ba'afosuanga coming on for Fia Lai Kong and Keely Simpson. Taranaki Loyal coming on for Kaya Nipia.
Simpson, one of 3 pairs of sisters. Her sister also plays in the team, but I'll tell you, the sister pairing that has stood up for me today is Lai Kong and Palamore. Haven't they been so good today, Sui?
Athletes really just showed their skill set, their speed, the ball distribution. They fronted on defence as well. They'll be happy with their performances as individuals.
Look, we've got it. No, stop. We've got a new 8 on. Okay, I need your shoulders on. Okay, on the bind.
This is the thing that happens when you bring on about 4 different forwards at the same time. You then have to restructure. You've got to come back together and connect, because you obviously haven't been playing for the first half, and so ref is obviously having to talk to them again, remind them of the rules, remind them of where they can stand. So now that they've got a fresh forward pack on right now, there's going to be some different changes going into the scrum.
That Matatu bench looking very relaxed, posing for a photo. I know that they've got this win comfortable, but the Poua, they'll want to strike back quickly and prove to everyone they're still a strong outfit. And Aisha Letienga just ran out of room on that right-hand side, and they are guilty, this Poua team, of just trying to give her too much ball.
Okay, yellow,
she can't
here,
carry
please,
the whole team.
Right here. Yeah, perfect.
She's their main carrier, though, and when Litianga's had it, ball in contact, she's been effective.
2 metres.
And you wanted to go looking for more work, but just give credit to Vafasuanga, who's just come on, the young 18-year-old, to tackle Ashley Tianga out there.
Great work from Vafasuanga. From Otago, as you mentioned, 18 years old.
Use that, 21.
Scored 4 tries for Otago in the Whara Palmer. King gets great distance on that ball into the wind. Litianga is back there. Tiatanga with a long pass to Gapper. This is better stuff from the Poua, just trying to find space on the edge. Kotai not shy from the collision.
Tackle release.
Gapper met by Brooker. Poua. They'll be pleased that they've been able to string lots of phases together in this game. It's just the end execution hasn't been on. Tiatanga gets the offload away. Patia Ferretti tries to pop it over the top one-handed. Has to hold on to it. Defense is there.
Yeah, thank you.
Blake. Nuku fighting to stay up, tried to pop it away. It came off the knee of Paletti, but they'll come back for a penalty advantage.
Yeah. Okay, we've got to check off the ball. Tackle off the ball. Purple 18.
Alice Doyle coming on there and instantly creating a penalty, which isn't the greatest of starts for her.
Scrum's called.
But Poua are opting for a scrum, so this gives them the opportunity with ball in hand and a bit of width. But for them, they just need to keep it simple, keep it accurate. And so by giving them the opportunity in this space, Matatu are on the back foot instantly. And so they've set Monica Tangawai in behind Hakiwai. They can be dangerous with ball in hand. So if we can get Monica with just able to go forward, hopefully Matatu can create some holes for them to penetrate.
Tangawai, a real asset. 3 tests. Blackburn had a test last year after a big gap between them. Last played in 2018 before getting her test cap last year. And again, Matatu confident enough just to hack the ball ahead. Patia Ferretti does very well to get back and scramble.
Tackle now. Stay there. Half step. Come back.
Blake to Paletti, again another woman who knows this Matatu team well. Tied her trade in Canterbury for many years before going home to Hawke's Bay. Blake looks right, goes left. Mua sustains the contact, gets it to Sai.
Well, that's 6.
And the numbers flooding the breakdown for the Poua. Gapper accelerates, getting the fend away too is Hakiwai. Back to Tangawai, and it's just bobbling around, and it is lost in there.
7 men touching it. No, she's touched him.
Again, it just comes apart for the Poua, but Christina, they're showing glimpses of what they can do. It's just the execution really letting them down.
Absolutely, and Gapper did well to come around the corner there and try to keep the ball alive. I thought she regathered it, but I think there was Jet Hayward had a hand in there. So they'll need to apply some pressure. I must say that the Poua's scrum set piece the second half has been much better. And they now need to apply a bit more defensive pressure against this Matatu very strong forward pack.
It looks like it was angling in straight away here on this side. So I'll just reset this one. Dying minutes of the game, Christina Sue, this Matatu team were looking slick. They have given us plenty of tries for a highlight reel. But where do you think the Poua need to improve for next week?
I think it's probably general attack, being able to get game line with their ball carry, be really effective with clean outs and being able to do that repetitively.
Eddie Tanahohaya was a big loss. Paige Lush did very well coming into this. But Matatu, another roll of the dice before the end of the game, and a kick is ricocheted off Hakiwai. Everyone's onside. Back in the hands of Matatu. Pop pass. Back in the hands of Palamo. Chelsea Bremner. Straight up the middle. The dying stages of this game, and Matatu still looking to go wide, still looking to play. Jet Hayward, the USA international. What are they going to do here? Are they going to try one more time, or are they going to kick it out? In fact, it's now with the Poua opportunity here to showcase their skill set.
Roll this way, 17, don't trip her in. That 19, stay please.
Player down in back play at the moment for the Poua. Now back on her feet. I believe it was Haki White. Gingerishly gets back into her line, but the defense is sound from Matatu. Alana Bremner not letting anyone through her path today. Here's an overlap out to the edge. Can they finish with a bang? The Hurricanes Poua flirting with the touchline.
Play on.
Kotai did well to pass it back to Haki White. Here comes the drive from Matatu, and she's just going to kick it out. Kelson McCook says that's enough for today. And it is the Matatu team with a comprehensive win over the Hurricanes Poua, 29 points to 7. Just the one try in the second half, and that was to Matatu by way of Jenkins. But it was the first half that really did the damage for the Matatu. 4 tries to 1 in that one. Grace Booker on screen was absolutely phenomenal, Christina.
Oh, she was immense. I love the variation in her game as well. She was a good ball distributor. She showed that she's obviously got kicking range in her, and the grubbers, a couple of try assists.
Well, let's get all the reaction now from the successful captain. Alana Bremner is sidelined with Kimberly Downs.
Thanks, Taylor. Alana, I know how much you love being back home. You're now 2 from 2 from the season. What do you make, first of all, of your team's overall performance today?
So proud of the way we came out today. The Hurricanes Poua, they always lift a notch when they come down and play us at home. So really proud of that first 40, how we came out, how we started. And it's awesome to see when your bench all comes off together with that energy to finish strong.
Some serious energy indeed. And saying that, very different halves. What do you put that down to, the change in the second half?
Yeah, the Hurricanes Poua came out and really lifted. Really proud of our composure down there. We were probably defending for about 20 phases down there. Yeah, so really proud of the heart that girls showed today.
A physical performance from the forwards, which we have come to expect. How satisfying was it to see in the first half, particularly, that payoff with your backline running rampant in that first half?
So satisfying as forwards. We know that's our job up front. And we've got a clinical backline, so when we can have top quality ball like that, it's a big work on from last week. So it was cool to see the backs finish some of those tries today.
Speaking on the work-ons, you've got a huge matchup now against the also unbeaten Blues next week. What are the work-ons for that?
Yeah, absolutely. Really looking forward to the Blues. They're looking really strong this year. We've got a 6-day turnaround, so have a quick break and then back into it. But we know we'll just have to lift from here even more.
Thanks so much for your time. Congrats again on the win in front of this wonderful home crowd.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Alana Bremner really leading from the front. 100% tackle success rate today. 12 from 12. 3 carries. Incredibly proud of her team who have come out firing this season. But let's get the reaction now with Michaela Brake, who is standing by with Layla Sayo.
Layla, obviously not the result that you were looking for today, but what are you most proud of your team?
Most proud of the girls fighting till the very end. You know, it's not easy to come back from a score like that, but just the grit and the heart to keep going and keep pushing and keep getting up as well.
You talk about grit and heart, so obviously coming up against the Blues last week, Matatu, that's probably the 2 most stacked sides in regards to Black Ferns. So what are you going to be looking forward to for next week when you come up against the Chiefs at Chiefs?
I don't think we really count the Black Ferns that people have in their teams. We just look at teams as a whole. So we're just going to keep looking on building our systems, looking at our set piece, and just keep moving forward from here.
And as a leader yourself, you're obviously the one that the girls are looking up to, the ones that they're relying on and they're hoping for to look for answers. What's the message that you're going to give your girls after obviously 2 losses now going into next week?
I think it's just actions. I'm more of an actions person. Just the actions to keep going and, like I said, keep bouncing back and looking for challenges during training, keep pushing in those areas because that's where we're going to get it in the game as well.
We look forward to seeing you continue to build your guys' momentum and hopefully get that W at Chiefs Manawa at FMG Stadium next week. All the best.
Thank you.